Many admire, few know. Healing in a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. All disease starts in the gut. The physician treats, but nature heals. Whenever a doctor cannot do good, he must be kept from doing harm. Let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. Physicians are many in title but very few in reality. There are in fact two things, science and opinion. The former begets knowledge, the latter ignorance. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. Foolish the doctor who despises the knowledge acquired by the ancients. Natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. Sport is a preserver of health. Nature itself is the best physician. The life so short, the craft so long to learn. Prayer indeed is good, but while calling on the gods a man should himself lend a hand. The wise man should consider that health is the greatest of human blessings. Let food be your medicine. A wise man ought to realize that health is his most valuable possession. Extreme remedies are very appropriate for extreme diseases. When in sickness, look to the spine first. Leave your drugs in the chemist's pot if you can heal the patient with food. Declare the past, diagnose the present, foretell the future. If someone wishes for good health, one must first ask oneself if he is ready to do away with the reason for his illness. Only then is it possible to help him. If we could give every individual the right amount of nourishment and exercise, not too little, not so much, we would have found the safest way to health. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. Illnesses do not come upon us out of the blue, they are developed from small daily sins against nature. When enough sins have accumulated, illnesses will suddenly appear. The natural healing force within each of us is the greatest force in getting well. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician. Make a habit of two things, to help, or at least to do no harm. Walking is man's best medicine. Science is the father of knowledge, but opinion breeds ignorance. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has. What medicines do not heal, the lance will. What the lance does not heal, fire will. Keep a watch also on the faults of the patients, which often make them lie about the taking of things prescribed. The chief virtue that language can have is clearness, and nothing detracts from it so much as the use of unfamiliar words. As to diseases, make a habit of two things, to help, or at least, to do no harm. People think that epilepsy is divine simply because they don't have any idea what causes epilepsy. But I believe that someday we will understand what causes epilepsy, and at that moment, we will cease to believe that it's divine. And so it is with everything in the universe. If you are in a bad mood, go for a walk. If you are still in a bad mood, go for another walk. That which is used, develops. That which is not used wastes away. Before you heal someone, ask him if he's willing to give up the things that make him sick. A wise man should consider that health is the greatest of human blessings, and learn how by his own thought to derive benefit from his illnesses. The art is long, life is short, opportunity fleeting, experiment dangerous, judgment difficult. The physician must be able to tell the antecedents, know the present, and foretell the future. Must mediate these things, and have two special objects in view with regard to disease, namely, to do good or to do no harm. All parts of the body which have a function, if used in moderation and exercised in labors in which each is accustomed, become thereby healthy, well developed and age more slowly, but if unused they become liable to disease, defective in growth and age quickly. When sleep puts an end to delirium, it is a good symptom. Eunuchs do not take the gout, nor become bald. Disease is not an entity, but a fluctuating condition of the patient's body, a battle between the substance of disease and the natural self-healing tendency of the body. For if a man by magical arts and sacrifices will bring down the moon, and darken the sun, and induce storms, or fine weather, I should not believe that there was anything divine, but human, in these things, provided the power of the divine were overpowered by human knowledge and subjected to it.